that have been watching, like, put it on a damn hub dyno. It only took a TV show to figure that out. I forgot to clean up my face before leaving, and so I bought a random ass razor. We're just gonna go ahead and clean up all as is ice smooth driving. Right? It's just those scraggles. Scraggle rock. And here we are. I'm ready to kick ass and chew bubble gum. And I'm all out of ass. Yeah. We are at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, where there's a lot of different motorsports that are capable of being here. Mind you, this is the last time we've been here as a race was actually against Rob Ferretti for the YouTuber Car Challenge years ago. So it's the same course as that. That's one of the parts here. This is also where we got imprisoned at LS Fest. My name's written on a lot of do not allow lists out here. That's kind of a beautiful thing.
Also EDC out here, you know, so that was legendary. More than all the stuff that you were doing, you know.
Oh, that's cool. I saw a lot of people filming going into these tunnels, so I mean we have to film the obligatory tunnel entrance coming up right now.
Yeah, if you don't, you're not allowed in.
Yeah. Our game face goes on right now, you know?
Alright, I'm excited, you know?
Yep. Okay. Time to make some people sell their cars.
Is this him right now?
Yeah.
Oh, there's our friend.
There is Rob Ferretti.
Is that what that thing looks like?
And sure enough, Rob Ferretti is here. I didn't know we'd be here at the exact same time. We sure have swapped roles. This looks like what the Three River was 5 years ago, and he knows better. This car deserves better.
I've done a lot of fucked up shit in my day, but
Bungee hood pins.
He said he doesn't have brakes.
Yeah, no brakes, no seats.
Yeah,
There's the shit inside the car. We've matured, and he's little Robbie boy.
What is that wheel fitment?
We got plenty more to go over shortly. This dusts off the Alpha Rob conversation completely. It's a fresh wound right now. Four rotor versus that. Shh. We're gonna go ahead and unload the car, and we're listening for just a small little tick. We always have something in the back of your mind to worry about.
you're good. Turn right a little bit. Okay. Okay, straight. You're good. Keep it straight. So sexy. I mean, sexy. You're good. I see you in. Yeah. That's sexy. You're good. You're good all the way. Yeah, at least I'm not the only one who makes ramps like this. I didn't hear anything.
They're a little bit behind on production, which is how new production always go. And so we're gonna take this time to see, just not shake it down, but just fire it up, do a couple circles, just to make sure that the drivetrain's all good, especially after dyno stuff. 1,000 foot-pounds of torque, you gotta make sure that's all still there.
She feel okay?
She feels good, sounds good. I can hear just more drivetrain noise, but not ticking or anything like that. So everything's smooth. Today's kind of like a slow get signed up, watch a charger drift, kinda. We just ran into Kyle from Boosted Boys, and so we're gonna go ahead and line him up and get some pictures just because, you know, we got a couple spare moments. We're going to warm it up a little bit and then test first through third just to make sure that that clinking is all gone. So we're gonna warm her up. Anti-lag is working. Everything else is working. There is a noise. I don't know if the transmission or a clutch or something, but I can hear a noise. And that was me still at like half throttle. I was trying to make sure that the gears would shift. I wasn't trying to gun it, but it gunned it. But yeah, this car's just this. That was literally everything was half attempt. I didn't anti-lag launch it. I also didn't give it full throttle. This thing's just ridiculous. Change of plans for today. We are going to IROS to do the dyno, and so I'm directing Isaiah to it. In 0.5 miles, we will be turning left on Azure Avenue.
Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, I will tell him what to do. We got to fix the pulley on the front of the thing just to prevent the belt from falling off. We're going to increase fuel pressure a little bit and just send it.
We're going to see how much power we made for real.
Yeah, on the dyno from earlier, we were spinning out and burning out the rear wheels up a 20-mile-an-hour wheel slip. This will 100% be what we can put to the hubs.
Well, look at the guys at ROS giving me a sheet of aluminum, and I just only need a 3-inch hole. So all this does is guide the belt so that way our oil pump belt doesn't fall off when we don't lose oil pressure. Just need to get a guide on there. She's been fine, but as long as we have a guide on there, she won't fall off and go ahead with the power pulls. So we'll get this done real quick. Go over there, slap her back on. Well, they have a full building dedicated to their fabrication stuff, kind of like what me and Rob want to be doing, because the fabrication stuff and the nice stuff needs to be separate, because you don't want to assemble and have metal shavings going everywhere, but this is why they do good work out here.
Talk about loading it up on the trailer and all that. No, we're driving it to the dyno and proving even more so what this car is capable of in a variety of ways. So here we go. With swapping fuel pumps all around, it has created an issue where when you set the ones in the tank to high, the ones in the back go even higher, and so we overdo an 8 amp current. Long story short, this feeder pump is pulling too much current when it doesn't even need to, and so we have to ground this one wire. This is the most janky thing we've done on this car in years. We don't have any wiring equipment with us, so I'm gonna do, bend this up there.
That's grounded.
That is grounded. We were pulling 12 amps on an under 6 amp pump, trying to pressurize the surge tank, which is a big no-no. So it's trying to fight the surge tank. But you take as much fuel as possible. You're supposed to top it off and let it dribble back into the tank. And so that's what we have now. So now our pumps are at full instead of 70%. So when we go for that peak power, which we just were at the dyno for, we're not at only 16 to 17 differential fuel pressure. What that means is the fuel's not, it's squirting out at very high atomized mist, which means way more power. It is time to put even these smaller changes to the test and see what actually happens. This is the first time this car's ever been on a hub dyno. So all of you that have been watching, like, put it on a damn hub dyno. It only took a TV show to figure that out. We're gonna go ahead and load it up and see what they do to get it onto all-wheel drive down. It's gonna be sitting up in the air. That's the weird part to me.
most horsepower I've made on this dyno before has been a Civic at 1,000 horsepower. So I think today's just going to be hopefully a small, quick run, and that'll be it.
The guys here are being extremely thorough in a good way, and they're making these hub adapter rings, so that way it centers on the hub as well, not just, you know, the bolts. And so as is in our camera, is going to go follow and see what it takes to get a lathe going real quick.
This guy over here said he knows what he's doing. I don't know if I believe him.
A little bit. Lathes are super scary, so don't be like me. But all we need to do is 3 millimeters out.
This is a beautiful sight to see. It's been a dream to have a car on an all-wheel drive hub dyno, and what better than this here. We've got those small changes that we've done to the car since 2 days ago, and so I'm hoping that the top end increases because the fuel's atomized better. We'll start at 20 PSI with one pull, go back to 35 PSI, and then safely see what happens from there. I had Isaiah safely feel out that, and the bearings going in that. So thankfully, out of all the things that could be going wrong with the car, it's just the bearings getting loose on the front drive shaft. We're in good shape. We hit 1,000 horsepower on 20 PSI? Are you sure that's our numbers?
Yeah, these are the brushless ones that just came off.
Okay. All right. And then what was our torque? Our torque was 618. Yeah, she carried out nicely.
She was slipping yesterday.
Yeah, she really was slipping. Holy shit.
A whole bunch of everything went flying, even the wires. They're...
Yeah, it moves a lot of air.
I think I'll do 30.
Okay.
Only because...
You get an actual accurate number now?
Accurate number.
When he does the pull, it's low and everything, and that header heats up perfectly and evenly, and the carbon, the ceramic and everything on it is just nice. So it's cool to see it all come up to temperature and come down to temperature evenly. So I'm gonna have Joel get a nice shot of that for you guys. I saw it yesterday, but there's no way because the wheels were on. Now the wheel's off, so you can kind of get a good shot of it. So enjoy this next shot.
Oh my God! How crazy! I was still testing the car. That was a test pull. Oh my God!
Yeah, that's insane.
I was not expecting those numbers.
Dude, what do you
Wow!
think? Highest horsepower car in this dyno so far?
No way! No way! Okay, well now we're gonna go for the full boost.
Can we appreciate the curve real quick? Because look. Yeah.
Yeah, she got really rich at the very last second. I could have kept going, but the fuel system's working so well right now.
Holy fuck, dude. My
Look over there.
Oh my God! I let off.
Yeah, I noticed.
I was like, nope. That was 32 PSI. We didn't even get to 35, but I felt it spike and then drop down. I'm like, okay, whatever that is, I'm done. Wow, that is incredible. This is kind of showing my age, but 1337 is LEET. So that's some LEET horsepower there with 927 foot-pounds of torque. Both the horsepower and the torque, and I didn't carry it out. I stopped at 8,000 RPM, which this thing will go to 10,000, and we make it off the dyno. We're done. It's fine. The car's fine. This is incredible.
High five, dude.
Yeah. It's got so much power, even though it's like, oh, the turbo's not coming online. The displacement of the motor means, okay, 12 pounds of boost is still a ton of power that's usable on the street. So it's like, oh, it's not online yet, and then it just goes nuts. And normally that'd be perceived as lag, but that's not at all on this car. It's at peak boost at 6,000 RPM.
Jeez.
So 6,000 to 10,000 RPM all day long.
Yeah.
I pulled a lot of the fuel out of that area to make it more efficient, so we're not shooting as much flames as we
You
were.
didn't say you were going to do the anti-lag. My ears would appreciate it.
Are you good? Holy
Did it shoot flames at all?
yeah, no, two-step, yeah, but no big.
Yeah, the other one didn't. I couldn't, because normally I'll feel this poof when I like rev it and let go, but I realized I cleaned the fuel map up just to be more efficient. So you really don't need me saying too much more, but it's neat to see a rotary make so much torque.
It's cool to see right off the bat the difference between slipping and not slipping, the horsepower difference, because, you know, hub dyno. But this made me only think about back in the day how much we were actually making when we were slipping on the dyno. What did I say?
I was just staring because I don't think his words necessarily equate to how insane it is. And normally he's the passionate one. That proves that we were way higher again on the dyno.
Yeah.
Like what I feel. I pulled 0.6 Gs on a strapped down dyno sideways. Like I feel that, the ECU feels that, but it's hard to show. This car is just nuts. And I took a little bit of fuel out at 10,000 RPM or 9,000 RPM, but we never went up that high on the other one. But burning out on an all-wheel drive dyno resulted in a 200 horsepower loss, and we were at less boost making the 200 more. Math, science speaks for itself. So we are going to try rolling anti-lag for the first time. It's not even going to be for a launch or anything. It's just curious. I'm going to be going a certain speed, press and hold the button, and see what the car does. So we might see some flames being shot out of it. I don't know if you'll see like an impressive launch. That's not the point of what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to see if it works. We were supposed to do roll races here. We're not doing them anymore. So it's just launching. But this could come in handy, especially even though this is spooling much better. Like it's still nice to know that you can get your boost at any point.
That's insane. Nice. So we gotta dial that in a bit more. I think this is our first time trying it.
Holy shit, dude. How was that?
I was feathering the clutch a little bit.
That's wild, man.
Yeah.
I gotta get a couple more if you can.
Okay.
Maybe let it cool down for a minute.
Yeah, let me look at the logs.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, the rolling
Good
anti-lag
shots
works,
right
but
here
it's
with
way
the
too
nice
low
shots on the right,
RPM.
actually.
Yeah.
It looks-
What's going on?
We are going to recreate that launch softly, but at this tire pressure, that's just bad. That's bad for the drivetrain. And it's even worse if we're on the drag strip. This data is so critical for me to know what to prepare for, because I have no idea what RPM, what boost levels. At least this gives me some data on what to do. So we got one good little shot. This road's not so sticky, because when we stick, we're stuck. I was babying that, so that was me slipping the clutch quite a bit because I had no idea what it would do, but that was sick. That was really sick.